Hello, I'm Mr. Mead.
And I'm Mr. Johnson, and we are the two Ferris woodshop teachers. So let's start. We'd like to give you a little tour of the woodshop because this year we do not have an open house due to COVID. When students walk in, they will be required to wear safety glasses. So each student, once we start working, will grab their safety glasses.
Over here we have our little cabinet with all of our hand tools such as cordless drills, our pneumatic nailers, and our pneumatic
On the
wrenches.
other side, sanders.
We have the other side over here with all of our sanders, things of that nature. Over here we have clamps, our clamp up area where we glue up wood stock we need to do for our projects.
Over here is a CNC machine, computer numerical control. Students will learn how to program something on a computer and then have it print out on CNC.
And right next to that is one of our drill presses. As we move along into the shop, we come over here to our laser engraver. It's new this year. We're able to do some really neat stuff via the computer. Here's a couple of examples of some of the things we do. It's a pretty neat little piece of equipment. Then over here we have, it's under our tarp here, we have a vinyl machine where we can do all kinds of stuff like you see here on the video.
Okay, start right here. This is a planer. It's an oldie but goodie. So we have an old grain planer. So we can go ahead and thin the wood and smooth the wood.
Then we come over here to our joiner. We have a joiner here which we're able to square up stock for our edge grains.
We have 3 band saws, 2 new ones, and 1 old one, which is going to be replaced here in December. I ordered a new one in June, but it takes till December till it arrives.
Over here we have our spindle sander. We're able to sand our edge pieces of wood over our edges so we get them nice and smooth.
Over here we have what's called the time saver. This is one of the neatest machines we have. It's about $17,000, $18,000. We can take wood that's uneven, we run it through a few times, and we have it smooth, the time saver.
Over here we have a belt disc sander. Once again, that's for sanding stock to get it to the point where we need it, where we think it's good for actually cabinet grade wood.
Over here we have mini lathes. We're very blessed this year because we have the Lathe Club of Spokane that comes in and volunteers almost every class period. And they bring the students back to teach them how to use lathes, including these lathes here where the students will make their own pens.
Here are our other 2 drill presses over here, just the other side of our lathes. Very handy as opposed to the ones on the other side of the shop. Here's one of our resaw band saws. Very heavy duty that we can take stock and actually resaw it for what we need for our projects.
Over here we have 2 table saws. They're called saw stops. The neat thing about these saws, they're quite expensive, but if a student's finger touches the blade, it goes like this. It stops, the blade goes under, and the person's finger is not cut. So we have 2 saw stops for safety.
Over here we have our compound miter saw, which this one is a slide miter saw. It's able to cut large stock up to about 15 inches wide. Fantastic saw. It does dual mitering. Not only does it do an angle, it'll do another angle. Compound.
Okay, back here we have a panel saw. And then out here we have a patio. We're running out of time. But we have a patio where students can work when it's really nice. And the students will be building a shed. And then right here we have some scroll saws.
And the neat thing about scroll saws is we can do real fine work. Students really get into doing things, something of this nature. Here's a dragon.
And right next to it's a Craig jig, which now people use to make connections. Is a Craig jig. It's like a slotted screw that goes in.
It's called a pocket hole jig. Here we have 4 router stations, and they're all set up for a particular profile, and that saves time in not having to change the bits all the time.
So there's a quick tour because we're running out of time here. So as a beginning woodshop teacher, your students will all do the same projects. We have mandatory projects, and students will be doing a lot of projects. By the end of the year, they will know how to use all of this equipment safely.
And in advanced wood, students will be able to do their personal projects as they see fit and able to do on their own.
And let's finish this by saying if you have any questions, please contact us. Thank you.
Thank you.